morning, Fambam. I just wanted to come on here today and talk to you guys about, here's my partner in crime, right here. Say hi. I have these blinds open next to me just for the natural light, and it's like a cloudy day, but it is so bright. I don't know, but it's like getting me every time. Anyways, good morning, Fambam. I wanted to come on here today and just tell you guys about, or review my last assignment. I did this with my first assignment, and it seemed to go over well, and people seemed to really like that. So I thought I'd do it again, and then reveal where we are now, because this is obviously a little different. If you're new to this channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Sarah, and I am a nurse, and more recently a travel nurse, and I love it. I travel with my husband, David, and our dog, Wheatley, and we just are loving life. Probably one of the coolest and best decisions I've ever made for myself personally, but then too for my career and I guess my family too. We just love life right now, and it's just been a lot of fun. Have met some really nice people along the way, so welcome to the Fambam, and don't hesitate to subscribe and like this video. Just let me know that you're here. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into reviewing this last assignment. Quite excited. Okay, so as you guys know, I was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I had to pause because I was in Greenwood, Indiana before this, and my husband and I keep saying Greenwood instead of Greensboro and Greensboro instead of Greenwood. So it's just been confusing for both of us, so I apologize. Anyway, so Greensboro, North Carolina is where I was just at, and I worked at a facility called Cone Health, and it had, I think, 5 hospitals, and I was only supposed to work at one, which was like their surgical, I guess you could say, kind of center. They do a lot of their orthopedic surgeries there, as well as they have like an outpatient cancer center that a lot of their patients who have cancer issues or they need to come and get treatments for, they would go there. And it was just kind of like an overflow med-surg type thing. They had a lot of urology procedures and just stuff like that. Really, it was a really nice campus. I think they only had like 150 beds, which is kind of a small hospital. But for the like stuff that they had to offer, it was kind of cool. And I think I took a picture of the campus one day, so I will insert that here if I did. It looks really big in the picture, and it felt kind of big like navigating it, but when it was like only 150 beds, I was like, what? But it makes sense because the units are only like one half of the side, the east side, were only 21 beds like for each floor. I guess it was 3 up, and then the west side had, I think, 20 beds. Yeah, wow. I think that's right. It was 21 and 20. That's crazy. Sorry. I think it was 20. It might have been 30, but I'm pretty sure it was 20. But still, and one thing, like the layout was interesting, don't get me wrong, but one thing I thought was very interesting were the rooms. So like on the one, like the east side, all the rooms were pretty much the same because it was like a long thing, but on the west side it made like a big circle. So like if like it like the room, like you walk in here, okay, and the rooms like outlined, and then you had 2 nurses stations in the middle of the box. And so like as you would go around, so like the corner rooms were massive because like the circle, but then like the middle rooms were pretty small. So that was kind of odd to like walk and be like, oh my gosh, this room is huge, like whoa, and then to walk in and be like, I can barely fit into this room. That was kind of hard, but that's okay. It was still a good experience. Like I said, I don't know if I said this actually yet. I met a lot of great people at this campus, and I made some really cool friendships. So that was very awesome. And then at the back half of my assignment, I had to go to the COVID hospital. So this facility I was working at, they had an old hospital that they had just moved everything out of into a new hospital that they had just built, like a new building. And so they had this old building with nothing there. And so they converted it into like an ICU floor and like a non-ICU floor, and they made them COVID rooms. So it was like a COVID facility, and it was literally just for COVID patients. So that was really cool, and they were very lucky that they had that. And it was honestly kind of nice to like go into like the Wesley Long Hospital and be like, I'm not having any COVIDs. And if they did come back positive, they went straight over to the other facility. So like that was really nice. But anyways, I met a lot of great people at the COVID facility as well. That was a good time with people. No, all the garb. But anyways, this assignment was challenging for me in a lot of ways, and I definitely think that COVID and that whole pandemic going on affected that in a lot of ways. But I also just felt like the relationship between like doctors and nurses was just different. In North Carolina, I felt like doctors, they don't really like consult their nurses. Not that they have to, but you will find that a lot of like, if you have like a great facility, the doctors will come and find the nurses and talk to them because we're the ones with the patients and we kind of know more what's going on. And so doctors really didn't do that. They just put in orders, and they don't have to call or message them and tell them, hey, this is not a good idea, this is why, and then they'd be like, oh, sorry. It was just frustrating. So that's one thing that was really challenging for me, was to like, I had to approach more doctors, and that's just not something I'm like virtually, I guess, which is not something I'm really used to, but that's okay. And then another thing that was just hard was I just had a lot of like challenging situations. So like my first 2 weeks there, I probably sent like probably every shift for like my first week or two. I sent someone to ICU or step down. It was just crazy. Like, and as a nurse, I was just like, especially coming into like a new health system, I was like, is this normal? Cause like, dang. And then as like I got through, it got easier and better, and I didn't have to send as many people, but it was just so odd. But their system, I don't know, I just felt like I sent a lot of people to ICU. And then I did have my first code experience at this assignment, which will always hold a special place in my heart, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's like your first of anything, to be honest. But like the first experience, you're just like, so that's what it's like. Good to know. So like that was challenging. And then like, I don't know, challenging but liberating, because like, I don't know, sometimes like being like a newer nurse, I would go and be like, I just don't want to like have a coach today. I just don't want to have like, I just don't want to like, you know. So now having like have it done and like over with, it's like, okay, cool, like, you know. But yeah, I don't know. Staff here were great. I met a lot of really nice people and a lot of really nice friends. The food, I really didn't get to eat a lot of the food, and I think I'm okay with that. What I had was great, because like Easter, I worked that day. Was it Easter? Yes, it was. And I got free food that day because it was Easter. And so like that was cool, and like the food was great, but that was probably the only food I had. But I really did not like, and it's really nothing on the facility, I feel like this is nationwide, but I really didn't like how the cafeteria like served the same thing to the patients, and like patients didn't really get to choose, and like even if like, and like really like I get it, okay, whatever, you know, but then I would even have patients who are like vegetarian, who can't eat meat, and they would still send them meat and like meat stuff. Or I had a vegan patient who doesn't eat any animal products, and they still send her milk and meat, like a meat thing, and just like I was just like, I don't know, that to me was kind of frustrating. And then to call and get something different for this patient, like a salad, like something hard, was so challenging, and they gave a lot of pushback, and I'm like, dude, my patient's vegan, that's not my fault, jeez, she's gotta eat too, like, so like that was really frustrating. I don't know, I just felt like this assignment, again, COVID kind of not screwed it up, but like made everything complicated. But yeah, overall, it was a growing season. That's what I'm gonna say. I definitely did grow. There were a lot of days where I had 6 patients, and until I got to COVID, and that is a lot for one person to handle 6 people. Excuse me. And so, like, I definitely grew in many ways as a nurse. You know, I've gotten better at my time management. I've gotten better at, like, this is gonna sound really bad, but if you're a nurse, you get what I mean. Tricking demented people into taking their medicines. Gotten really good at that. I don't know. I just feel like I'm more on my A game, and maybe too because of like some of the experiences I've had with COVID and everything. I have to be more on my A game, and so maybe that's why I feel like that. But I just feel more well-rounded as a nurse, which is awesome. But like, I don't know. I feel like I'm like an old person now. Not in a bad way, just like, I don't know. I just feel like I've done what I've come to do. I've divided and conquered, and so I'm excited for this new assignment because I feel like it's gonna create new challenges and just be a lot of fun. And I'm just really excited. So, are you guys ready to know where we are now? We are in, drumroll please, Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we had to come back to Indiana, which was kind of a bummer, I'll be honest, at first. Because, well, right now, the travel nurse market is very sparse. Oh, my buddy in crime, oh, he doesn't want to come see his mommy. The travel nurse market right now is very sparse. And so because of that, I kind of had to like take any job that was available. I couldn't really be as picky as I had been with my jobs. And so my recruiter, Ethan, or account manager, I think it's the same thing, to be honest with you. Anyways, he reached out to me. He was my one from Greenwood. He reached out and said, hey, I have a job in Fort Wayne. Would you be interested in that? So I asked for the details, and I said, yeah, sure, go ahead and submit me. And it was a very quick process, like bam, bam, bam. And yeah, here we are, and we are so excited to be here. So we've now been here in Fort Wayne, Indiana for, let's see, a solid like 2 to 3 days, and we already love it, so that's very dangerous. But the weather here is fabulous. So right as we were leaving Greensboro, did it again. As we were leaving Greensboro, it was getting really humid and like hot. So it'd be like 83 degrees, but it would feel like it was like 90, and it was really hot and sticky. Like it was really sticky, and you just felt like you're breathing like a cloud. It was just really, ugh. And so we were leaving there, and we came here, and it's like not humid at all, and the weather is beautiful and perfect, and the pool is open, so that's a plus. And so yeah, so far, everything, you're getting me wet, bud. Ew. No, go lay down. So far, we have really enjoyed. I have another Kroger, which is like 5 minutes down the road. That's dangerous. But yeah, we really have enjoyed our time here so far. And I'll be starting my position. It'll already be started by the time you guys are watching this, but I'll be starting it here in the next week, and I'm just so excited. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end this video here. This video really didn't have a lot of or it wasn't very organized. I just can't talk today. This video wasn't very organized, and I apologize. I just wanted to get my thoughts out there on the sauce assignment because I feel like it's a really nice way to break up like my last assignment with this next one that I'm coming up to. So yeah, you guys now know where I'm at, and like I said, don't forget to subscribe and all of that. If you guys want to know, there's a gold doodle pupper that gets walked, and it always makes me really jealous. Oh, what do you see, buddy? Oh. What did you see out there? Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that way you guys never miss a video. And also, if you want what I was saying, if you want more of a like day-to-day kind of thing with me, then follow me on Instagram, and I'll put a screenshot of my Instagram here for you guys. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram and just know like more day-to-day, what we're doing and what we're up to. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. It's probably most likely going to be an apartment tour, so those are like your guys' favorite. So I'm really excited. And this apartment is like top notch. We're quite excited with it as well. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video, which is probably an apartment tour, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, bye Fambam.